I'm so ready.
I am sorry that we're so late. I'm gonna tweet something out. I'm gonna Twitter my twiddles real quick. I forgot that my email was that terrible email. I can't actually tweet right now because I'm locked out for some reason. Whatever. Okay, didn't need to do that anyway. Didn't even want to. I didn't need to tweet anyway. Alright, so we're missing Vi, as you can tell by the big missing bar across where she is at. If she misses again, we'll be just kind of rubbing that whole section of the thing off. That's going to be gone. We'll see. Quick summary of what happened last time. Yes, that's very very deserving laugh. The party was able to track down where the goblins and the bugbear ran off to after breaking Suto out of jail. They tracked him across a lake and into some woods, followed the smell for 6 miles through goblin-trapped woods, and then came across this fortress hedge maze area. They snuck into the hedge maze, decided it'd be better to go into the ocean to go on to attack this fortress, climbed up, fell back off after alerting everybody in the entire area that they were there, and then they swam to a sea cave and were attacked by a demonic walrus named a bunyip. They killed the bunyip, found some stuff. After Balir nearly drowned and was killed by a corpse, he was nearly bleeding to death. I think that's it. Is that what happened? Is that a good enough summary?
Wasn't that enough?
No, not at all. There was plenty more.
Started looting in the nearby
Yeah. So immediately started desecrating the bodies.
I would like to point out that none of this was our fault.
They chose to make these decisions.
I didn't choose to fall off a cliff.
You chose to be in a position where you could fall off a cliff.
I was following my friends.
Friends led me there. If your friends climb a cliff, do you? The answer is yes. I did.
I also really have been trying to improve my drawing, and I wish that I'd improved a lot more, because a little mini comic of Balir stepping on a twig, making eye contact with a goblin dog, and then diving off of a cliff would have been a great 3-panel comic. Okay, so you guys are, I need to bring this up, the bunyip lair. This is where the party is seeing right now, and I wasn't looking at what they were looking at. I can't move it over anymore. Let's zoom out a little bit. Oh, no, don't do zoom. Don't zoom out. What? And it just resized the window on me. So now the sides of the camera are now bleeding in. Wonderful. Chrome is complete garbage.
Tonight's tech issue night.
Tonight is nothing but a tech issue night. We may not have a map. I may just put some kind of picture in there because I'm about to lose my damn mind. And I'm just gonna dive headfirst out the window. It's on the first story, so it won't be that bad. I'll just cut my face a lot, but it'll be over.
Land on bricks too. That's not a small good. Stay in the house.
Why is it recent? Let me move her over, and then let me move this over some more. Hold on. I'm gonna do a real quick fix. Nice and easy. Boom. Alright, so that fixed that problem. Can I fix this problem a little bit too? Okay. Perfect. Now hopefully it doesn't resize itself without asking me again. Let's sure hope it does that. Alright. Everybody was hiding. I'm gonna put this zombie thing next to Vi. She's had a bit of a mental break after watching nearly letting one of her friends die to a corpse. She swam off. She's not feeling so hot. She's just kind of sitting there. Everybody else is, I believe, been identifying items, recuperating, and just kind of just not wanting to go back out into the open. Yes, the goblins. You hear the drums kick back up occasionally. Yes, just nothing but tech issues. The drums kick back up. Let's kick the drums back up. Let's kick them up.
God. So ominous.
Well, we just gonna sleep here for the night. I don't think we need to go out there right now, do you?
I think it's safest to get out of here during the day.
I think that would be wise. The shadows can be our cover for the eve.
Yeah, the drums come back in and go back out. There does seem to be a pattern to it. They're not just, beating on drums for the fun of it. You do notice that the goblins seem to just completely avoid this cave. Like, from the fortress, this cave is clearly visible. Like, this, it's very, very not a secret. Also, the hole that's up in the ceiling, this light is coming, where you can see this circular thing, like the moonlight shit coming from. It's probably coming from the middle of that thicket area. So there's probably just a hole in the thicket that goes straight down into the cave. And that's probably where all these goblin corpses have been coming from.
I mean, I wouldn't get near a cave with a demonic walrus in it if I knew that it had a demonic walrus in it.
Yes.
I
They
mean-
seem to be avoiding this place.
I'd also like to point out that the walrus did constantly go make these horrible screeching noises. So, I mean, even if you didn't know it was a walrus, you know there's something in there screaming and you don't want anything to do with it.
You know, before we take our rest for the night, there appears to be a passage back there. I'd hate for another of those things to come up while we slept.
Oh, there is a passage, isn't there?
I mean, what do you want to do about it?
Well, we should investigate at least a little way.
I don't feel like swimming right now.
How far could I go down here before, like, I'd be, like, deep waters?
Probably about right here is where it starts getting super deep. It's like a drop off.
And we're swimming, and we're swimming.
If you don't mind, I'm going to step back here and
Mess around with some of these items we found. I'm going to identify them before we get some rest. Enjoy your swim, Lily.
You gonna swim out there, Lily? Sorry, Balir. Go.
No, you're fine. I'm just gonna set up a basic camp while she's swimming.
Yeah, I'm gonna swim for just a little bit to see what I can see. It just really worries me, having the unknown right there.
Okay. You swim out, and you realize that. Let me show you exactly where it is. I'll actually just show everybody, because actually you wouldn't recognize this at all, would you? Yeah, you probably would. Yeah, you would. You immediately would. I don't feel like splitting you up, so I'm just going to put you here. Can you see right here where I'm pinging? Southwest corner of the map. It is a nice cave. Can you see my pinging? Or is it pitch black?
everything's
No, I
pitch
can
black.
see far.
I
Well,
see
when I
things.
moved, I can see. Yeah.
Now I can see it.
Okay, yeah. This is the part of the hedge where you were at. Like, can you actually see here? Or is it just dark?
And it's dark.
Okay, cool. That's what I needed to know. I'm actually just going to grab you, Lurley. Hold on. I'm just going to grab you.
No, I can see.
Don't tell me what to do. I mean, you're in a different area now.
Whatever, do what I want.
I forgot that I have vision lock enabled. So, alright. See right here? Remember this area?
Oh,
This is where you came up? It was literally underneath you. Yes. The cave only goes up a little bit, so it's that's how you missed it, because you were literally standing above it.
Yeah. So when I recognize where this comes out, I would absolutely swim back.
We might not want to make a fire while we rest. There's another cave opening over there. And while it seems the goblins don't like to come here, I don't think they expect walruses to make fires, and it might make them curious.
Was it not somebody elaborated upon its species?
It looked like a tentacled walrus.
No, the tentacles, they came from my sword. It's a new strip. Check it out.
Sprout.
He really
Oh.
does this. Learlay's eyes would get huge, like what the actual what?
Impressive,
You know?
yes, I know.
That's quite impressive.
Kind of disgusting.
So if they know that this bunyip was here and they're avoiding the caves, maybe they believe we're already dead, have been eaten. So it affords us plenty of time for some rest, right?
Yes, but I still would not light a fire. How many bunyips light fires?
Alright,
I don't know what a bunyip is.
I'm
Maybe a lot.
quite content with my fur-covered self, the warmth that it provides.
Prestidigitation.
I'm instantly freaking dry.
Well, just wanted to be warm.
Alrighty.
What of you, Valir? Do you have any qualms staying down here? At least for the night till everything dies down.
Not a single one.
Shall we set up a watch?
I can do first watch.
I don't feel there's much need, but if you like, feel free. I'm going to spend my time identifying this stuff for us. In the morning, do we still plan on raiding this fortress with the goblins alert that there was somebody in the presence, or should we head back to town?
I don't know how I feel about just us taking on that entire fortress. It sounded like there were quite a few in there.
You got a better look at it than I did, to be honest. I kind of fell off the cliff and just swam here thinking maybe I could make my way back around. That did not. Clearly did not work out.
Well, it was a small path.
Do you have any insight as to what's in the fortress besides the few goblins that I saw before I fell?
Well, there were a couple goblins and some that were quite appeared to be leaders of such.
Ray, wasn't there also another creature? Didn't you say there was also a hobgoblin or something like that?
I mean, you heard a voice that was clearly not a normal goblin voice, but you didn't see anything in particular.
Okay. There was a voice that sounded unlike a goblin, but it was certainly ordering them, so there is a greater mind at work here.
We should probably wait until we have some backup. I don't want to try to commando this.
What about you, Vi?
You're gonna make him play Vi.
she's just sitting there, rocking back and forth, not doing very well. She's shaking her head no.
Oh, that touches that.
She goes and sits in the corner, pulls out her bedroll and gets in it. Still wet.
Guess that not answer.
Prestidigitation.
You're welcome.
She just goes to sleep.
So yeah, I'm just gonna identify those items that we have found. And,
Yep. Do you want to read off the stuff since we already gave it to you? I don't know if everybody heard it. Pretty sure everybody didn't.
So we have a +1 longsword. Well, let me just.
This is a minorly enchanted longsword. +1 longsword. Quiver with 3 enchanted arrows. +1 arrows. A bone wand of shield. Only got about 9 uses left before it goes kaput. A wand of shocking grasp. 28 charges. A scroll of burning hands and a scroll of flaming spear, which, if you do not mind, I would love the chance to scribe this into my sack of rocks. And I hold up my sack of rocks. It's my spell book.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. Have at it.
No, does anybody want this long sword? Yeah, just one. Otherwise, I'll hold we get back to sure. I'm sure we could find somebody that'd be willing to buy something such as this.
I look at the longsword and kind of pointedly look at my size and then back at the longsword.
No, I think I'm good.
Perfect Wayang greatsword material.
It's perfectly lovely, but not exactly my cup of tea.
Belir, would you like this sword?
I can't. I'll chop my own foot off. I'm not swinging that thing around.
You can sell it for quite a pretty piece of gold.
We can always just sell it as a group and split the
We
profits.
can split the profit.
No, fine. Let the strong man carry everything.
If you need help
Oh, the
carrying the
strong.
load, happily give a hand.
All right.
Chop off my hand with a long sword. And...
Yep.
All right, so everybody's napping then.
No, we're setting up watch.
Okay, all right. I was just checking.
Well, I mean, it's supposed to be set on watch.
All right. So Belier's taking first watch. Who's taking second watch?
Leah, wake me when it is my turn from you.
Gotcha.
And then I guess Arkrag's got the third, and then the mentally scarred Vi will take the last watch.
As Lirelai curls up to, settle down for rest and that kind of thing, she reaches into her pocket and begins just kind of rubbing and feeling on the diamond, but not quite bringing it out to look at.
Okay. Yeah.
I got a diamond, y'all.
All right.
Box.
Belier, the whole watch goes by pretty boring. You get the nice, calm sound of the ocean waves outside. It's not too bad. Nice and easy. The nice smell of rot and smelly walrus fat. It's a good time. And then the belly button smell, I believe, is what I described it as.
Yes. Dirty.
Yes, dirty belly button.
Dirty belly button. All right, everybody, take your finger, stick it in your belly button, and leave it there for a few seconds, and then give it a whiff, and then that's the smell you got.
I'm good.
Preferably after you work out for an extended period or do some sort of outside work. Okay.
I like it.
Lurley, it is. I assume you're gonna wake up Lurley, or you're just not gonna go to sleep immediately after your watch is
Wake
done.
her up. Yeah.
Okay.
And then just
Lurley.
Ah, Belia, and how did it go?
it stinks.
I kind of sniff around.
Yes, it does. That's not us, is it?
And she kind of smells herself.
Looks over at our crag.
Imagine I smell like walrus, dead walrus mouth. So it might be me.
Are you feeling better, though?
I'm not bleeding to death. So
Oh,
it's an improvement.
That's always a good thing. Well, go ahead and settle down. That particular patch of moss on the rock is quite comfortable.
Ooh, like a mossy rock. One of the mossy rocks.
Why are you laying on me?
No one's laying on him. He just wakes up in the middle of the night and says that. Why are you doing that? Why are you this? Sits straight upright, bloodshot eyes, and just lays back down. All right, Lurley. Probably about an hour and a half into your watch, you start hearing a commotion up above in the hole. No perception check needed. You straight up here. Just, no! What is that? Do you speak Goblin?
I do.
All right. We need to find out if they're in there, so you get to go in there. I don't want to go in there. I don't want to go in there. Can I at least have a rope? No. And then just over the hole. Over the hole, you just. It's probably about 30 feet down, and this goblin just boom onto the rocks.
I immediately, on hearing this, would have with one hand grabbed my dagger to have it at the ready, and on the other would have walked over and gently nudged Valir and goes,
They're on to us. Wake up. Wake up.
Oh God.
now the goblin that landed, is he alive or dead? Or
He's
is he, like,
on the ground, like right here, half in the water, just oh God, trying to sit his head up, and he's like clearly looking around, expecting to see something. He looks terrified. Do you see the thing? Oh.
Okay,
So
so
I assume you can wake. You can wake up if you want to wake up. I'm gonna leave that up to you. If you if you're gonna sleep through it.
After nudging Valir and seeing that he's still there and alive, I'm going to come around the back side of this little thing to try and swim over, and I'm going to get one of the tentacle things from the thing and try and like slap it at the goblin.
There you go. Now you see.
Walrus teeth come up on the water.
Well, you just slap.
Imagine-
You're doing
You
what?
remember the opening of
I'm
Mulan,
basically
when he has the
trying to
dragon
go down the
head.
back side.
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
And I'm swimming through and just taking hold of one of the tentacle things and trying to make it slap out of the water like towards the goblin to make him think that it's there swimming.
It's still here! It's still... And he starts backing up. Woo! Oh God! He goes into second dimension. He stands up and he just starts shooting the water right where it's at. It's down here!
I wake up and sit up, and I let loose this just like really loud yawn. Just
Another one! He just turns and tries to run. You see him just like shooting his bow awkwardly behind him. And he's running out into the water. And swimming away.
As the air stopped, I'd come back up from air and look around and kind of give them a thumbs up motion, like yeah,
I did
and
not.
point up. Can they? Well, can they actually see me? Because it's dark, isn't it?
They have dark vision.
little bastard. Can I like run after him?
Oh yeah, you can
hold him underwater.
Sure. Sure, you can run after him. He's like swimming in the water at this point.
I see that goblin, and I just like stand up really quick, like get him, and I just take off running, and I dive on top of him and try to hold him under the water.
Give me a grapple check, and I'll give you the +2 bonus of that. He's like, "Ooh, come here."
19,
You grab his ass.
and I just hold him down under the water with my arm around his neck so that he slowly drowns. And I just start like I heard the goblins up top, so I'm gonna like pretend like I'm a big walrus thing. I'm gonna just keep just like a terrible noise.
All right. Well, the
bugbear role plays in the bunyip.
the goblin was and then I just hear. So you could originally see like little goblin ears over the edge, and you just see like they go back down away from the edge. It's still in there. And God, here we go. I'm gonna give him a big ass penalty for that. Yeah, he ain't breaking out. I'm just gonna. He's drowning in there. The little goblin's dead now. You hold him underwater long enough till the bubbles stop coming up. Worst baptism ever.
After he's finally stopped moving, I just kind of like, I don't know, push him under the water and put some rocks on him so he stays down. walk back up. I prestidigitation myself again to dry off. Oh, do you think they bought it?
It was quite convincing.
I think we can rest pretty easy for the rest of the night.
Good. I'm going back to sleep. I was having some really terrible dreams.
How close would it be to the like about time for switching?
Probably another hour or 2 hours. No, it's an hour and a half, and it's
Okay.
4. So yeah, about half an hour.
Well, you know it is almost time for your turn. By the time you got to sleep, it'd be time to wake back up.
Really have no concept of how fast I can go to sleep. But very well.
I just kind of smile and look at him like,
You're a good man.
and go back to sleep. A bugbear, right?
There, yeah. That is pretty well taken. Good night, Lily.
Yes, yes. Good night.
Pat her on the head.
I look at him oddly like, what the hell?
Uh-oh. There we go. Sorry about that.
Did it work?
What the?
I broke it on my end. Yeah.
Ah, nice.
No.
It's okay. It's working again. I tabbed over and it screwed everything up. It's okay now. Okay. So yep. Your shift goes by completely uneventfully. Arcrag. And
Okay.
it's Vi's turn, and her turn also goes by completely uneventfully. Like nothing happens. I'm sorry. What were you saying? You go.
I was gonna go wake up Vi. I was
Oh.
gonna like get real close to her face. Kind of like tousle her hair a little bit. Hey, wake up.
she's like all sweaty, clearly not doing so well. She just kind of sits up and goes and sits over here just out of the edge of the ring. That's it. She's just sitting there, hunched over, and her watch goes by uncontested. Once dawn breaks, she wakes everybody up. Just kind of just jostles you, doesn't say anything.
Already.
She nods.
Well, now to get out of here.
Before we go, I really need a little bit of time to prepare any spells that I might need for the day. So like, I'm gonna sit down, pull out my bag of rocks, and lay them out in this really intricate pattern, like all around me, and I'm gonna pretty much study these rune-inscribed rocks that I have. They're black, kind of like river rocks with like bronze engravings in them, almost like inlaid with bronze.
Mm-hmm.
And there towards the end, I'm gonna kind of look around, and I'm gonna whisper, "Markings," and then I'm gonna slowly gather the rocks and place them back in the bag.
Okay.
And
As you
the
Go ahead.
the hole in the center. Can you see the sky? From
Yes. It's kind of covered up by the trees a little bit, but you can see it.
there? Okay.
And it's starting to rain.
Oh, that's perfect. And commune with my whatever.
you
With the heavens.
you go up, hello heavens, and it starts immediately raining on your face. Oh, that's not rain.
It's goblin piss. It's in my eyes. Yeah. Prepare my stuff.
Literally would have just been casually eating a little bit of her rations and preparing for the day, looking and watching and observing them, keeping a lookout at above. And she, as she noticed them each finishing their tasks and being able,
That passage there, by the way, It leads back out onto the beach where we originally first came in. We could possibly have a quick means of escape there, but we would have to go back up that sheer cliff.
It's like swimming away.
I didn't see anywhere to swim that wouldn't be in full view of that fortress. The only things I can think of is either back out the side passage here that I swam in last night to that beach, or to secure something above to the thing there. But with how the layout is, that might put us right close to where that bridge crossed. And I don't know how wise that would be.
Where exactly did the side passage come out?
Remember when we first came down here and we went down the original embankment down onto the beach?
Yes.
Right there.
Oh.
We literally passed this cave.
So we have to crawl back through that poisoned thicket.
Well, not much of it. Only the very first small section where we met up originally inside.
I hate everything about
Could we go around and just follow the bank?
it. That's kind of what I was thinking.
And there's a
Trouble we could have, but I'll go with the group if it doesn't seem too likely to get us killed.
Well, let's at least go scout our options first.
Fair enough.
Go out the side
Sploosh.
passage.
Okay, splagoosh. Okay, stop moving so I can get you. You're all splagooshing.
Oh yes.
That's the word.
Oh wait, you guys are already here.
Bye, Corona. Sponsoring this.
All right, is everybody here? Can you see yet?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright. You're just pasted here, so I don't know. This right here is the exit. Like I told Lurley, it's only about 6 inches of clearance underneath it. Like you're basically, your head is barely above the water when you're going through this little cave area here. So it makes a lot of sense why you weren't able to see it, because you originally were up here, then you went around further to actually get down. The beach that you were actually on was right here.
That way.
It is a wide open beach.
Wide.
Yep, and it gonna kind of go after about, I don't know, a few hundred feet, a few football fields actually, maybe. It goes around a corner and then this open ocean to their immediate right.
How good at running are you guys?
I've got really long legs.
Oh, wait.
I don't know that I'd say I was very good at it. I'm not horrible, but I'm certainly not great.
I can give you a ride if you need it. Just like flop my backpack open. Just
Because I
saying, the
feel like
offer's
I
on the
need to put
table
a
if you
buckle
want.
on this thing.
I kind of sigh and motion like, fine, whatever, and go to climb inside.
You're just gonna run across the open beach and hope you don't get
Run
spotted.
for it.
It's either that or climb through the thicket.
That's your call. Okay, if you're gonna run across the beach.
You should at least go stealthy. Don't just like run pell-mell. We don't know what else is around there.
Hmm.
Why do I feel like that thing, God, what was the thing from the book where the little goblin rode on the other one's back and would hit him with the switch?
I don't know what you're
The
talking about.
Taskmaster thing. Oh, you know what I'll think of it.
Taskmaster, Mad Max.
Thunderdome?
No.
Yeah, Thunderdome.
I'm thinking, fantasy lore. It's not important.
Hmm.
So, you're proposing that we make a mad dash across the beach and hope that we can find some means of escape around the corner.
Yes.
This doesn't even seem like a good idea.
It is raining, and it's kind of a heavy downpour, heavier than last night. So I mean, you do technically have some cover, just out of sheer blindness.
Okay.
I mean, you're also going to be running in wet sand on the beach. Your thighs are going to be like
Sailing up
toned.
along the wall.
Yes. Oh yeah, we'd have to climb another wall in the rain.
No, I mean like just whenever we're running, going here along the location,
Okay. Yeah.
like hugging that cliff.
Yeah, let's
some
just
reason
try
it's
this
not
as
wanting to
stealthily as possible.
I would like to point out the last time that someone hugged a cliff, they fell off and broke their arms.
Yeah, but this
Or
time
the
we're on the
bottom
bottom
of
of
the
the cliff.
Fall up it, break your legs.
Reverse gravity is a thing.
No.
All right, so you're just making a mad dash.
We hunch our shoulders before we dash.
It's like put a book over your head and run. Oh.
We're so gonna die.
Do the anime toast run.
This is a terrible idea.
All
Let's
right,
get to it.
run! Everybody's running.
Best word.
No, technically I'm just riding in a backpack.
So I say really rough. She's like, wah, wah, wah.
Hanging on. I'm like,
you guys just nonstop sprint the entire way there, and then you getting ready to cut the corner, and then off in the distance.
Shit.
Oh no! Did they see us?
I will say that if you were able to look around behind you, you did not see anyone actually looking at you.
He's got good eyes.
Keep moving.
Yeah.
I mean, then it stops.
It's not a stop. It happened.
Yeah. You cut the corner,
Damn it.
and the beach just continues on a very good distance away. About half a mile down, there's a little embankment that you're going to walk up instead of trying to climb up, and then it leads back into the woods after a small clearing, if you want to go that way. But there doesn't seem to be anybody here. They seem to be congregated in that thorny area and the fortress. They don't seem to actually be on the beach at all. Surprisingly enough, little monstrous goblin things are not huge beach fans.
He's great.
So here we go as stealthy as possible. Try to cover our tracks. Get back to town.
Okay.
That's a good call.
You want to give me your survival, get your bearings, figure out where you're going?
Sure. Who's the better survivalist?
I think it's going to be our crag. You follow your own scent back out. We came from this way.
So if I'm using scent, that's a 22.
I got 11 if I use my weasel. It's true.
All right. So, Arkrag, you're able to pick up your own scent heading back. And then, Balir, you're able to find the trail that Vi left when she was trying to cover your tracks. When she dragged that thing behind you, it was just a line. You're able to find the line.
Trench.
Yeah. You're able to find it, and you just follow that back.
I smell me. This way. You won't.
I went this way.
Unusual. You know, that's usually a bad sign. You can smell yourself, right?
I smell everything, really. And you need to stop eating curry. Your breath is horrendous.
Who are you talking to?
Me, because
Literally, who's in my
bag.
backpack?
Oh, okay.
Eat curry tonight.
I just, for some reason, whenever Lurley speaks, I'm just imagining she leans forward and puts her hand like on the side of your face and leans up to your ear and is talking dead into it for some reason.
I
Yeah.
imagine myself riding in that backpack, like holding the bases of his ears as handles, like they're my motorcycle handlebars.
Oh.
When you're gonna talk instead of leaning forward, just pull his head back and just into his ears.
All right.
I need to take skills in riding because he's now my mount, apparently.
You make it back to Sandpoint pretty easily. Here comes the music. I'm gonna leave it going because now it's actually got happy undertones to it now. We're back. No more demon walruses. Okay.
I enjoy doing all this.
Okay. It takes you significantly less time to get here because you're not actively tracking. You're just trying to run back at this point. So you make it back to town probably a little bit before noon, 10:30, somewhere around there, maybe 11. Depending on how fast you move. It doesn't really matter all that much. As you get to the gates, you see one of the guards is like waving at you from up top. He's like, "Hey, the sheriff's been looking for you."
We're looking for the sheriff.
Okay, well, he's here.
Good.
He's the door's open. He's like motioning for you. He's at the sheriff. Wait, he might be at the Rusty Dragon. I don't know. He's somewhere.
Thanks, we'll find him.
I just kind of wave in his back, you know.
Yep. He goes back to watching, standing guard.
All right, so I guess we're gonna stop by the sheriff's office first. Should we go by the sheriff's office first? Rusty Dragon.
We can run by the Rusty Dragon, drop off Vi at her room so she, can recover.
Indeed, I think she's had enough for one day and night.
We also need to let the harbor master know where his boats are.
That probably would be a good idea. You jacked a boat and never came back.
I suppose the sheriff could let him know that. I mean, we do have enough other things to handle.
We are the law.
Heroes of Sandpoint. Petty theft.
We
It's
were at the
still-
law, but I think the sheriff's back now, so we did.
We signed the papers and everything. We just didn't bring it back, so it's just like misuse of town goods.
All right. So yeah, I guess we'll head on over to the sheriff's office.
All right. Well, Vi's gonna head back to the Rusty Dragon. She just kind of walks off when you guys are heading that way. So head down, shoulder slumped.
Such a scared young lass.
I feel like Balir should be the one with mental problems.
It did seem to affect her greatly.
Yes.
The sheriff's office is pretty busy. There's a lot more guards there. Like he said, he was going to get more guards, so it makes sense. They're it seems like they're getting their orders and stuff. Who should be going where? More people going guards. There's probably about 20 people here. There's normally only 3 or 4 guards here. Normally, he's got 20. So he went and brought the reinforcements. And you get inside, and the sheriff sees you and is like, "Where'd you go? You're supposed to be here."
You see, the thing is, really, tell man,
Gable says you took a boat and never came back.
we're back.
What?
Distracted.
We were gone for the night. There was a bunyip problem and quite the goblin infestation.
What's a bunyip?
As we could.
Demon Wars.
There was a demon walrus in town?
No. It's
In a
cave.
bay, not too far from town. How about that?
Under a goblin fortress.
Goblin Fortress. So you ran off to go find which one? There's at least 2 goblin hideouts that we're aware of. One of them is small and kind of nothing. There's not a lot of them there.
This one is a fortress with enough goblins to have leaders and war drums. I wouldn't say it's a small encampment.
What direction was it?
I point.
It's to the north, where there's a bunch of poisonous vines.
Poisons. That's Thistletop. That place is small as hell. There was nobody there. We couldn't.
We beg to differ. We were just there. If it's the same place.
Somebody else. Suto's gone. They said that you were tracking the people that broke Suto out. Did you find them?
They're in the
Thistletop.
fortress.
That's what led us there.
Okay. All right. See, now it's making a little bit more sense. Now I'm starting to piece it together. I got the last part of the information, and now I'm getting the first part, and I'm filling in the blanks in the middle. Now it makes more sense. How many goblins were there?
At least 6 confirmed, but those are only the ones we laid our eyes upon. You could hear many, many more.
More than we could handle on our own at the time.
Definitely.
And the harbor master's dinghies are down near Boggy Creek.
All right, I can send somebody to go pick up the dinghies. All right, so Shalelu's supposed to be in town. She's supposed to be in town today or tomorrow. I guess we can ask her if she knows any updates. She literally gave us a report a month ago that there wasn't a whole lot of them in there. She doesn't really go up close to it because of the thorny thickets. It's just not worth the effort. But
Well, we were thorny and we were close, and the effort should have been made because there's more than just a few.
all right. Oh God, he's rubbing his face. He's just I'm setting up my town guard schedule here. We got way more people, so hopefully we won't have this happen again. Oh, somebody told me about the glassworks. You cleaned all that out, right? That's all gone, like underneath
Really,
it.
like does a flourishing bow.
You're welcome. It is not fully dealt, but the glassworks itself is. The tunnels beyond, well,
Yeah, we explored the entirety of those tunnels.
I still say there's something more there.
I will say one thing about these things. They're terrifying, and it seems to be someplace devoted to a terrible goddess. What was her name?
Wrath, wasn't it that you said?
The goddess's name.
I don't know that you told
Lamesh too.
Lamashtu.
I believe it's how it's pronounced. All right. I got some people. We're gonna set up an actual gate. Should we keep it open or should we brick it off again? It used to be bricked off, but they broke it down.
I would probably suggest bricking it off.
All right. We'll brick it. We can brick it off, and I'll station a couple of guards down there anyway. That old smuggler's tunnel. We got to do something about that because that's how they got in. Almost certainly was that old smuggler's tunnel.
If you can afford more than a couple guards, I mean, we fought some sin spawn down there. It seems to be the remnants of that's an old ruin of some sort. They were using sin magic. It seemed to be devoted to Lord of Wrath. If you know anything about history, that is.
Not much of a history man myself, but I'll take your word for it. I'm not going to position them in there. I'm just going to position them kind of in the area just so we can listen out. We can wall off that part of the area for the glassworks too. We'll just get rid of the whole thing. Just wall it all off.
it would be prudent.
All right. Did anything else happen that I missed?
I believe that gets you up to speed, other than Amika got roughed up by her brother and their goblins, and she's fine, and our friend Vi is a bit scarred from the encounter with the bunyip, but hopefully she'll recover soon, and we'll be back to full strength.
Fucking bunyip. I ain't never heard of no bunyip before. You said it's a
It's
demon
quite
walrus?
terrifying. I don't recommend encountering one.
Did you kill it?
We did, but it almost killed Belia.
It right through my leg.
Your leg looks fine now.
It's magic.
Thanks to magic, yes.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Oh, sweet.
To catch you up to speed, I can do this too. I pull my dagger out. Freaking pop some tentacles out of the
Oh! He jumps back a little bit. All of the guards that are standing like, what the hell? What is that?
Oh, just a new trick I learned while we were out on the road.
You got a trick that lets your sword grow tentacles?
It's very handy.
I'm in the backpack and I lean back partially.
It's more daunting from back here. How about let me down now?
You know, yes, you can get out of this. Out of my backpack. I expect you to stay there this whole time.
I like that she's been having a conversation with the sheriff.
Who am I not to enjoy the ride?
She's
I climb out and kind of adjust myself and smile up like, yay!
There we go. Say something real quick, Lurley.
Something real quick, Learlay.
All right, thank you. Okay. The sheriff says, "All right, I'm gonna take back over on the guard duties here. Thanks you so much for helping out. Like I said, Shirlelu is going to be coming back any day now. We can ask her if you need backup. I don't really have anybody that's like a commando or anything that I can send out with you. I can put out a word for more adventures if you want, but we don't get many around here."
Well, if we scouted a bit, we might be alright with some of the local guard as backup. It would all depend upon the numbers that are there.
All right. Okay. Well, that's fine then.
Do you have someone perhaps quite skilled at scouting that is reported back?
Shalelu is the only one that we really have that's our outrider. She's kind of our go-to whenever we need information on the outside.
What about Aldrin Foxglove? Has he returned yet?
Oh yeah, I believe he's back. He's probably hanging out at the rusty dragon again. He didn't look so happy when he was back, so I imagine he's getting drunk. That's usually what he does when he's unhappy.
I could go for a drink right now.
He's like, all right, if you need me, I'll probably be here doing paperwork. Thank you again. I'll probably have more work for you in the future, because if we got goblins in Thistletop to that extent, and we got demon walruses crawling around, and the people in the smoke, there might be more. I've never even heard of a demon walrus before today, and now you're telling me that it was close to town. I'm not...
And they swim. They don't really crawl too well.
They make this terrible noise. It's really terrifying.
It didn't sound particularly terrifying when you just did it, but I'm sure it sounds scarier coming from a big walrus.
You hold on just a second. Let me try that again. I use my intimidate.
Everybody backs the hell up. Jesus Christ!
That is quite a fair representation.
Who's
and that's
Jesus?
How we felt.
They're yelling about religions that don't even exist in Pathfinder. That's how terrified they are right now.
That's scary.
Mm-hmm.
I try.
It's like, okay, just go ahead and do whatever you're gonna do. I got work to do, man. Thank you again. And he leaves. He walks off.
Bye. Have a nice day. We'll see you shortly, I imagine.
Okay, so you guys gonna head to the Rusty Dragon?
This
Oh, sorry. You go, Lurley. That was my bad.
I was saying,
So, shall we go get this drink and try to find this fat hoe, or did you have other plans today?
Not too thanks. Interesting matter. I would at least like to stop by the smith. He may have my items ready before we head to the Rusty Dragon, and they may come in handy in the near future.
It's on the way. Perhaps we could sell some of that stuff we picked up as well.
Maybe we could-
All right, you gonna stop by the Smith then? What was it you were picking up at the Smith?
One spiked gauntlet for my right hand and one regular gauntlet for my left hand.
Okay. Well then, yeah, he'd
Hardly
probably.
contain them.
Yeah, he'd be done with it then. Where's
Some fancy silver inlay.
some fancy ass silver inlay?
Gold green.
There they are.
Name. All I wrote down.
I did write it down. Dexios or Dex.
Dex, yes, Dex. Dex.
He's like, hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Welcome
All of a
back.
sudden, the blacksmith is the fawns.
Hey,
I'm Smith in here.
I'm Smith in
Oh my
here.
Well, how fortunate. I've come to pick up my wares. Do you have them ready?
He leans down, brings up this box. Boom! I made it more dramatic. And he opens up the box, and it's very nice silver gauntlets, actually. Not it's silver inlaid gauntlets, not silver gauntlets. My mistake. I got a little ahead of myself there, but they are very well done, and you already know it. So some of the filigree is actually in Thessalonian. He's like, I don't speak it myself, but I heard around town that you were a bit of a thinking man and had an obsession with Thessalonian stuff, so I went and asked a local sage who speaks the language. It stands for power, and you know that it's actually closer to strength, but he tried.
Can you hear Rain?
No.
Okay, she's fine. Well, while she fixes that, I do appreciate the extra work you put into this. Very much, Dex. You did a wonderful job.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. I figure I might as well go a little extra mile for the people to save the town, you know?
While we're here, I do have a few things. Would you be interested in possibly buying some of the wares that we have found on the road? Pull out this silver dagger, just kind of stick it in the table. And I snatched his masterwork hand axe out. Just lay it down. Heavy-handed.
Ooh, where'd you find
Got
this
that
stuff?
hate cult spear.
Oh, God.
Yeah, slap that on the table.
That right there. That's some fancy stuff. And I do have this little kind of crappy, I don't know what this is, and I pull it out and I set it down. It's that rusted kukri with a garnet in the hilt.
He's like, he picks up the kukri. He's like, this blade is garbage. It is worth less than nothing. The gem here probably worth something though. I would just yank this out and go sell this because this thing's garbage. I don't even want to try fixing it. I'm offended at how terrible this is.
Well, I'm sorry.
No, I'm not offended at you. I'm offended at whoever let this get into this shape.
I take the kukri and I put the hilt in my mouth and I like try to garnet out of the hilt.
It pops right out.
Who do you think we can sell this to? Oh, Vin.
Yeah, Vin will take it for sure.
Yeah.
Vin will absolutely take it. I know there's some Verizians out. They'll buy anything.
Yep. You're a Parisian entrepreneur. I think you could find a way to get us a deal for this. And this, and I pull out a green spinel. And this, and I pull out obsidian and holy symbol of homage to.
Where are you
and I got this too, and I pull a freaking tiara out.
Why you got a tiara?
We found it beneath the glassworks in those strange tunnels dedicated to the master.
He looks at the spinel and he's like, so you looking to sell this, right? Because I actually got something I could do with this. I'm doing some work for a nobleman. This could actually be something nice.
Well, sure.
I'll give you how about 100 gold for it. This is really good quality. He holds it up and it's like he's like looking at it. It's like, I'm pretty sure this is like really nice stuff. I'm not an expert on jewelry, but I do know stuff that can go into weapons and the hilts and stuff like that kukri. This is a good one. This is a real good one.
I would be willing to part with both of them if you like to buy. Otherwise, we'll visit Finn. And you can just get the spinel.
Yeah, I'm only interested in the spinel here. I think I got a specific use in mind for it. You know, I'm kind of getting laser focused on that now.
Okay. What about the dagger and the hand axe?
Dagger and the hand axe. This hand axe is really good quality. Like, I'd have trouble making this. I could probably replicate it given enough time. And it takes some time though. I give you, let's say the masterwork stuff is. I give you 125 for both of them.
$125 each.
For both of them. The silver dagger is made of silver. It's very nice, but it is more ornate than actual function. And I kind of go for function over form here.
Okay, so the green spindle, the hand axe, and the silver dagger. So that's what, 225.
225 for it all.
I look at everybody and like, you okay with this?
Yeah, that's a decent deal. I think. I don't know. Weird but it was off.
No, sure, that
I'm
sounds
actually-
like a deal. And I put my hand out and shake his hand.
He shakes your hand. His hand is you can cover his entire hand and upper forearm.
It's a pleasure doing business with you, Dex.
You good with some platinum instead of gold?
Sure.
All right, cool.
Belier, hold on. Are you selling that?
You own it?
I mean, I have no use for it. I mean, I could use it, maybe, in my train. Yeah, I could use it, but I don't necessarily want it.
It's heavy.
So-
I'm tired of carrying it around.
He's like,
Just catching in the thicket.
"Whoa! I did completely zoned in on this garnet here. Where the hell did you find this thing?" He's like holding it up.
Tell them, Belier.
Where'd you find it?
On a statue. You know, in a cave.
It was just sitting in a cave. This is really good condition for someone who's been sitting in a damn cave.
Yeah, it was in
That
a statue
kukri is
cave.
what things should be like that are sitting in caves. It's all rusted and old. This is not something that's just sitting in a cave.
It was a nice cave.
All right. Well, this is. He's like looking around. He's like, I know.
I'm telling this man that it was a hate cult spear.
He's like, man, I know. This is obviously Thessalonian. I don't know anything about Thessalonian, and I can tell this is Thessalonian. So I mean, I know they're collectors that would pick this thing up. I know a guy who knows all about Thessalonian artifacts. Let me give him a call.
Bring him in.
Let me bring him in. No, it's like I give you 400 for it.
Okay.
All right. Here, and he he leans down. You go with platinum for this too?
Yes.
He grabs the platinum. Boom. And it's actually just a bar of platinum. It's not coins. It's like he brings out a scale and he weighs it. It's like, yeah, this is a 400 gold worth of platinum here. Doom.
All right.
You wanna trust? You gonna trust him? Or you gonna roll some insight?
When he goes to the scale, does the scale read?
Yeah, I mean you would know how to read the scale, and yeah, it seems accurate. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, he better not rip us off.
He doesn't. He seems like a trustworthy, nice guy, living above a hate cave.
Hate cult.
While he's doing this, I am strapping on my gauntlets and testing the fit.
It's like he took those measurements he took were dead on. It is a smooth fit, like a second skin, but heavier.
So I really like your work. I was wondering, I have an issue. I can't see in the dark. Everybody else can see in the dark. And I need one hand to wave around for magic. And I still need to be able to hit people. And I've run into some issues. Is there anything you think you could do?
You want a hat with a candle on it?
I mean,
I mean,
maybe.
you have okay.
But something more.
You do magic, right? Like you apparently you need a hand free to do some magic, and I know one of the things that magicians tend to be able to do is like making light. Can you make things make light?
Oh, I can make things make light.
You want something to hold it? so you can make light like on your head or on your chest or something. So there's like a beam going forward.
If you could put it on the end of like a staff or a mace. That would
Oh,
be
you just
better.
yeah. Now you just say that. Yeah, I can do that, and there's no
Kinda
problem.
cool piece of metal or rock. Just to hold it.
Oh yeah, that's easy.
And
For
I don't
sure.
want it to fall off if I'm swinging around. You know.
Oh no, I'll lock it down. You'll never know. All right. Yeah.
Perfect.
You want it looking nice?
Can you make it removable?
Yeah, sure. I can have it where it just locks.
Perfect.
Okay. He looks at the holy symbol. Pretty sure that's an evil holy symbol. Would you mind if I smash it up and turn it into something else?
Smash it up.
Damn.
Please.
Is it? I mean, I'm sure it's worth something. Is it
Oh yeah, it's worth something. I mean, I can give you the raw stuff that it's worth. I won't ruin it. The raw materials will be there. The craftsmanship's really good. If you want to sell it to somebody, you're probably selling it to somebody that is not of the most scrupulous, or is just a collector of dark shit.
How about this? You've treated it so well. You've done such great work on these golems. I love it. You can just keep the holy symbol, unholy symbol, and do what you like. Don't worry about it. Just consider it a tip.
All right, I'll smash it up and I'll make something nice out of it. I'll turn that frown upside down, make it something good. You a holy man at all? He's looking at you, Billy. Nothing. All right. Well,
Like the heavens, you know, we talk. But
how about a sun then?
sun's cool.
All right. I'll make you a sun style thing. We'll go with that. Obsidian sun. That sounds good, right?
It does.
All right. Yeah. I'll smash this up. Make you a cool sun symbol. Stick it on there. Make it. Lock it in there. Be real nice. Everybody be jealous.
It's also a good name for like a bardic group. Obsidian Sun.
That would be a good name. Write that down.
Sons of Obsidian.
Ooh, that's better. I like that.
Sons of Obsidian. Oh.
And he's like, all right, yeah. It shouldn't actually take too long. It's not complicated. It's just like 2 parts. You smash it up. You give me like a day or 2. I'll work on it. You guys are the heroes, so I'll put you ahead. I'll get your rush order in. Plus, honestly, most of the time I'm making horseshoes and some stuff for the guards, so getting able to make fun stuff, I'm all about it. Yeah. He leans over towards you, Arkrag, and he's like, hey, any chance you could try to teach me some of that magic sometime? I feel like it'd be really good to work into my crafting someday.
I never had a student before. That might be an interesting experience.
I've always wanted to learn magic, but all the other wizards and stuff I meet are like super haughty and stuff, and you seem kind of down to earth, so I was hoping,
Well, that's because I'm not a regular wizard. I'm actually an arcanist. We study magic similar to wizards, and we do use spell books, but we like to, I guess you would say, study it a little bit more in depth, see what really makes it tick. Unlike wizards who are just like, let's just learn this spell and use it. I want to know exactly the formula that goes into it, what the effects are, the various uses, and we don't focus on schools for the most part.
Okay. I like that. You think you could teach me someday?
9 hells yes.
All right. Nice. All right. Well, you guys need anything else? Got anything else you want to sell me? And he takes this heavy, sets it aside. Very gently, but it's still heavy as hell.
Well, yeah, the longsword. It's magic.
Whoa!
You said you didn't want to.
Yeah.
Nobody
Wait.
else can sit out here.
We can sell it. Yeah. Buy magical stuff?
That's probably out of my price range, man. You guys are already starting to reach the end of my coffers here.
Oh man, just think
I don't know that I can afford that. The thing is, I've already
Just like, ooh, wait.
I spent so much money today. I mean, I gotta make. This is gonna sit on my shelf for a while. I gotta make some calls.
Do you know of anybody around here that might be interested in buying enchanted weaponry? I mean,
You know, we might be able to sell it to the guard. The town guard. Convince the mayor, whoever their leader is, that they need this weapon for their top fighter.
sure.
Well, I
Get a
mean,
way to turn it quick, possibly.
that could work. I know Verizians will buy stuff like that sometimes, depending on him. I don't know. He turns to you, Belier. It's like, I don't know. You mean you know better than I would? Like, he said, okay, I guess you don't know better than I do then.
Are your people around currently, Valir? I know you've
Yeah,
been sneaking
they're
off
just north of town. Not swinging swords around, so I don't know if we'll be able to offload this thing.
You can try it. Here, take this, and I like hand you the long sword. And then I pull a quiver out that has those 3+1 arrows. And then I just like set a tiara on top of your head. And then I let you palm that fancy garnet. Go see what your people can do for us.
Push me out the door while you're at it.
You know,
Me just said the rest of
that tiara would quite wonderfully complement the silk dress that I got.
Just take it off.
I kind of smile and place it on my head, playing with it, and it's fit.
He's gonna have his big ass diamond ring.
They seem kind of handy to know.
Yeah, y'all can come along.
All
We're
right.
going to meet people.
Oh my god. Imagine it's in character, just like happy, like, yeah, we get to meet
We're
people.
going to meet people.
This never happens.
Nobody ever wants to meet me.
An adventure, man. Okay.
Nobody wants to meet me.
It's better
This
that
is
you
sad.
did this stuff anyway, but yeah, I do not want to contend with Rat Girl again.
Vin, you could go talk to the actual Verizians outside of town. Vin had his store in town. Different guy. Rat Girl was at Vin's place.
We can get rid of this big ass rock.
That
Advance.
garnet. This
Yeah.
nice. Garnet is one of my favorite gemstones. In fact, it's my birthstone.
Well, I don't know mine. I don't know my birthday. Who knows?
I was born 69.
Oof.
I was born.
I heard it's very difficult to conceive in that position.
Oh my god. What did you say, Arcrank?
I was born 69 years. 21 years ago.
Okay.
And I don't know if people will be paying attention, but like that seemed like a genuine statement to begin with, and it was correcting himself. Like, oh fuck, dumbass.
Yeah, okay. Old ass bugbear. Got it. Alright. Are you gonna go to Vin's now? Are you going to the Rusty Dragon? You going to the Verizians? Where are you going? What are you doing?
Let's get our business done for today. We can go to Vin's.
Oh, you want to contend with Ratgate? You feel free. Go right ahead. I wanna
I've been
stand
dodging
up.
her for years.
No, we were going to his people in the camp, I
Alright,
thought.
so
Not to
seriously.
them.
After.
I think he likes Rat Girl.
Hmm.
Thing.
It's on the way. It's just along the way.
Rat Girl's right along the way. Come on. Let's have a stop real quick.
I suppose you could wait outside if you didn't want, her to try and take you downstairs to handle her rat
That
situation.
infestation was terrible. I'm going to stand outside. Y'all do what you got to do. I'll keep an eye out for any nasty goblins should they pop out of somewhere.
I don't want to be near Rat Girl. Get her away from me. Alright.
It's disgusting.
Vin, the store is actually pretty busy. Like he does sell staples, so people are there buying, sugar, stuff like that, salt. and he sees you come in. He waves at you. Hey, Belair.
I wave back with this big ass garnet in my hand.
Oh, come on over. Come on over. Come on.
Pass.
Yeah, come on up.
I found this and it's on the counter.
It's like, oh, where did you find this thing? Did you find it? Did you find it? Nah.
Oh no, I found it.
Oh, you actually found it?
Genuinely found it this time. This isn't stolen.
Okay, well, that's kind of surprising. What you wanting to do with it? You wanting to trade for some stuff, or you wanting to just sell it?
I want to turn it into money. Yes, that's possible.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna have to go into the safe for this one. I like the mug. Is that you have a working relationship with him, right? I assume he's kind of your fence, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Then yeah, he's like, all right, I'll give you $450 for it.
450.
$450. And he like picks it up.
Yeah.
Boom.
450 what?
Gold. He looks down at you. Gold.
480.
Oh, well,
How about 475?
That works. I can. That's okay.
Okay. He's like, let me head down to the safe real quick. I'll be right back. He heads down.
If you have platinum, that would be preferred.
I got it. You sure you don't want
Blow my
sheep?
back out trying
Some,
to carry
some copper?
Oh my god. It's a wheelbarrow of the sticks.
Ah!
bags of bags of bags. So
Mean.
your people just have money like this sitting around.
Business is booming.
He comes back up. He's like, business is booming. Things are going very well. The cathedral is bringing all sorts of people. The goblin attacks bringing in people that are here for morbid curiosity reasons. They're all morbidly curious. So he puts down the platinum right there. He doesn't slam it. He's very gentle. He's like, all right, you good? You want to weigh it?
Nah.
And he's like, all
I've been
right.
honest in the past.
He takes the garnet. He walks off with it. You got anything else? He's like, he goes down. He's going back downstairs. Like, I'm taking it to the safe. You need anything else?
I got a magical sword.
He stops and spins around and comes back. What else? What was that?
I got this sword and some arrows.
He leans over the counter and looks at you, literally. Like, he stole all this, right? You stole it all?
Promise. He actually
legitimate.
came by it honestly.
Nice tiara.
Honest.
Thanks.
I
That came
adjusted
from
on my
somebody,
head.
but they're dead. It's okay.
He's like, all right, well, what kind of magic is it? I don't really know much about magic.
I think it just makes it better.
He went up and looked at it. He's like, I mean,
Alright, you studied it.
our
What do
crag's
you
not
think?
here. Our crag's not here.
Magic in-
I'm outside like
My- my
No, I'm like
associate.
hollering out the door.
Oh, Craig, come here. We need you.
Is she in there?
You're
Nah.
safe. Come on.
I don't care
I like
if she's
my-
actually there or not. I'm
crack
calling
the
him.
I'm
door.
not even looking, yeah.
Around, I'm like, what do you want?
Tell this gentleman about the sword, about what's so special about it.
Oh well, I mean, yeah, just like walk in. Like, it's an enchanted longsword. It strikes truer and deals much more vicious wounds than the average longsword.
Makes it better.
Tell about clearly enchanted. But
He's looking at it. He's like, yeah, it is clearly not just a normal sword. All right, how much? What do you? I don't really deal with magic all that much. I usually deal with the small trinkets and potions and stuff. This is kind of. What's it worth? I don't even know.
Just hold on to it, and we'll find somebody else to buy it.
All right.
Somebody that's more knowledgeable, so
That-
we don't get ripped off. I mean,
I'm not gonna rip you off intentionally. I wouldn't do that. Now,
Right, but
I-
it wouldn't be fair to you or to us if, we undersold or if we sold it to you for too much,
I understand.
It's
I'll
best to
ask
keep
around.
negotiations good.
I'll ask around, and if you still got it when I find out the information, I'll buy it from you then. All right?
Alright. You know how to find me.
Yeah, I do. They're always
Does have the
around.
potential to do this though. I like take it, activate the
Oh.
tentacles that pop out.
And he looks at it, it's like, I don't know if I want that in my store anymore.
You're having
Really
way
hard
too much fun with that feature. You need to warn people before you do that.
I did.
By the
Sword
way,
doesn't do that. He does that.
You make tentacles pop out of things?
No.
Can you do it with anything?
I hold my glove up and all of a sudden, like, tentacles pop out.
He leans down. He brings up like a silver dinnerware knife, and he flips it over to you. Do it with this. I'm just curious if you can do it with a butter knife.
you did say anything.
Right. Take the butter knife and I just like activate the tentacles.
It comes out the side. It's like, man.
Flick it at the wall.
Well, that would make cutting things quite easier. It would
I don't-
hold the food and
I
get all
cannot-
at one time.
I cannot imagine a situation in which you would need a butter knife capable of growing tentacles, but I am a fan of it. And he yanks it out the wall and he puts it back in.
Works very well. That's very nice.
Well, you got anything else? These arrows, okay, the arrows I have had some experience with. I would give you 50 gold a pop for both of those.
All three.
Oh, there's 3? He looks, shit, I miscounted. I'll give you 50 each for all 3 of them, so 150. Sound good?
Look over to Arkrag.
Actually, I think that might be a bit much. I don't remember.
150 gold pieces is 150 gold pieces.
I don't really remember how much they are now that I'm thinking about it. If I find out that less, could you give me... I don't remember. You know what? You've been good to me. I'll give it to you anyway.
Sold Rizian.
Just, just...
You, sir, are a fair man.
I think I just ripped myself off. But it's okay. I'll make it back with this. He holds up the garnet. I know somebody that's got to work. I already got an idea for this. It's going to be good. You wait. I'll tell you. I'm pretty sure... you remember... God, what was her name? The old lady that used to be... that worked with the Verizians up in Magnamar. Whoa. Miss,
I know her name.
Yeah, you kind of remember. It's like one of those things like... Miss Gladys? Miss Gladys? Something. Something up there. She she does all that jewelry work up in there. I'm pretty sure she would buy this for a pretty penny because she's been looking for something kind of like this. Pretty sure she could do something with it. It's gonna be good though. I like it. I think we could make some money here. Either way, I think I'm gonna make my money. Let me get your money. It's only 150. I got it. Here, he leans down, picks up the money. He's a 1 platinum piece and some other stuff. Like, I don't have a lot of platinum for this. You good with more gold for this one?
Edwards.
I'm like, all right,
Spin and change.
take the money.
We'll be back.
Okay.
At this rate, we might need to invest in some kind of lockbox or something for all this cash.
Or a mule.
I can let you use my safe. As you're walking out, Vin yells that behind you.
We'll
I
think
look
about
to
it.
Blair. How wise would that be? You know him.
We'll think about it.
By the way,
Noticing that Arkrag isn't like paying attention, I whispered to Bleer,
the rat girl was out there stalking him on the porch. He didn't realize it.
Needs to be more attentive.
Indeed. She might
Sharp in
catch
this.
him just yet.
I think I smell it.
Yeah, it is like it does the office like camera pan like
yes.
oh
All right. So now where are you headed?
to camp.
The Vrizians or the Rusty Dragon?
Reasons. I mean, what time is it still?
It's like
light?
1 in the afternoon, dog. It's early. You got plenty of time.
Go see my family, get a lunch, sell a sword.
Ooh, lunch. Do they have like open fires that we could partake as well? I'd be interested in trying your food.
I'd be interested in meeting your people just don't really know anything about your own. I haven't seen my family in a long time. The idea of family is kind of near and dear to my heart.
Mine has enough personality for all of us.
Oh, you're my
We'll be-
Personality is good, and hopefully the food is even better. Because apparently this one's got a problem with curry. Do you use curry?
What do the Brazilians eat?
I imagine lots of stew for some reason. I don't really know, but that's immediately my first instinct is they probably eat a lot of stews.
Yeah, if you're moving
Stew,
around,
butter
stew
noodles.
works.
I imagine like stew and like roasted haunches and some potatoes. I don't know why.
A lot of rabbits.
Lot of rabbits, yes.
Rabbits.
Rabbits on spits.
You can't eat rabbits. They're just so cute.
They are adorable, but they're quite tasty as well.
It's a trade-off.
I could really eat something so adorable as that.
Lear lay under her breath, just kind of goes,
Trust me, you get hungry enough, you'll eat a lot of things you wouldn't expect.
I mean, I eat bones and stuff. I'm just more partial to eating things that don't
Are cute and fluffy?
squeak and cuddle.
Now that's surprising coming from a bugbear.
You can't tell when it's just meat. Could be anything.
Like I said, you'd have to know my parents to know.
Pretend it's chicken. Besides, I might have something other than rabbit. We're just, throwing things out there.
Yard buzzard is a terribly dreadful creature, but they do taste good.
Yeah.
what do we see when we get to his camp?
Oh, it is a bunch of wagons and very large tents. You hear music and smell food long before you get there. It is. Damn it. You know what? It's the music that's been playing the whole time. It's actually just the Verizians off in the distance. But now it's here. Oh,
Your bards are quite skilled. I rather enjoy the music that you create with your people.
I'm horrible. I don't create anything, but they do a good job.
the smell is some sort of meat cooking, and lots of there's like a small scent of vegetables and some really like spicy stuff. Like you walk into like an Indian restaurant level spices. It just like hits you in a second.
I smell curry. I'm like already.
This older woman with like all gray hair comes up and he's, "Oh, Belir! It's so nice to see you. Hello! Are these your friends?"
They are. This is Arkrag and Lurley.
Oh, hi there. I'm Biana. I'm the leader of this family here. How are you guys doing? Oh, you're so small. You need to eat. We can do the introductions later. And she's talking to you, Lurley. You need to come get you some food. You're so small.
My lady, you honor me with your attentions. You say that you're the leader of this family. Well, that makes you like a queen. My dear, you should have this.
And I take off my tiara.
Oh, that's
and
just
offer it to her.
that's far too fancy for me. No, you keep it. It looks so much better on you. Now come on, we gotta get you some food. You're so hungry. You said your
I
name
am
was
quite hungry.
You said your name was R. Craig. You look like you could eat so much. It's like we need to get you a big boy bowl. Come on, let's go. We need to get everybody some food. Everybody needs to eat.
It's not a bunny rabbit, is it?
Oh no, it is it's some deer, and I believe it's a couple of chickens we had lying around too.
I'll take all the yard buzzard that you have, please. Thank you.
Do you like bread? Everybody likes bread? I have some wonderful banana bread.
Ooh.
It's not actually.
Bananas.
We don't actually have bananas, but I do have something that tastes like bananas, and it works.
Okay.
When we go back down south, we're gonna grab some more bananas, and then we can make some real banana bread. But it's a good substitute.
It sounds interesting.
What tastes like banana? Well,
Well, it's
I've
just.
tried banana slugs before, and they don't taste too much like bananas. But
Oh no, it's not a banana slug. This
You
one
eat
is either
banana
deer and some
slug.
chickens or Pegasus. It could be Pegasus. No, it's just a mix of spices. It ends up taking like tasting like it, but it's not actually like it. I wouldn't eat a banana slug.
they don't taste bad. They don't taste anything like you would think.
I'm not a fan of slugs. If I'm eating bugs, I like some ants are not too bad.
Crickets are pretty good. They taste like mushy almonds.
No, yeah, I guess crickets are okay. And she gets you this huge bowl and brings it over to you, like kind of having trouble bringing it to you.
Here, let me help you with it.
Thank you, dear. She walks over, gives like half a loaf of bread. It's like, you should try this though. You'll like it a lot. I tell you, it tastes almost like bananas. And it's not. Like I said, it's not perfect. It's literally she brings another a bowl to you. It's like, you look like a fruit person, and then she actually has a little bowl of grapes and a couple of strawberries. You like fruit?
I love fruit, but that venison looks quite tasty.
Oh, I
as
got
well.
you a bowl of that too. I just figured you'd like some fruit to go with it. I know.
You're so wonderful. There's a reason you're the leader of the family, obviously. Please, you need a token of your status. Allow me to
I
gift
got a
you
token
this
of my
honor.
status. Don't you sweat it. She rolls her sleeve up and she's like covered, like a full sleeve in tattoos. It's like, this is what we got. It's okay.
Lily's eyes pop at this, and she goes, "My darling, are you one with the dissolution as well?" And I start pulling up my sleeves and showing her my tats on my body and the little scars and stuff.
Oh, she rolls her sleeve all the way up. That goes all the way up past her shoulder. She's like, she's like comparing them with you now.
I am perfectly content in this. And what does this one mean? Does it represent anything? This one for me is when the shadows first embraced me.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about it, but it's very important to me. It's related to one of my sons.
Understand, our markings can be quite personal.
She rolls up the other one. Both of her arms are like full sleeves. She's got her like there's just she's completely covered from the neck down. Like her hands and her neck and up are the only things that aren't tattooed. Basically, she's just covered in Verizian tattoos.
Belir, is this your mother? Your grandmother? She's a badass.
Oh, sweetie, you got no idea. Don't worry about it. I've been through a few things in my life. Do you need some more food? Do you need anything else? Does anybody need anything to drink or something to eat? Is anybody else hungry?
I'm just steadily munching on what she's given us happily and like looking at her tats appreciatively.
Belair, she didn't even ask you what you wanted. Like, she had exactly on a tray already. Like, she knew you were coming, was ready for you. Didn't even have to ask.
I don't ask. You know,
Just-
why she knows either. Never ask. Don't ask.
So you guys saved the town earlier, right?
Oh yeah, we did that. There was a lot of goblins. It's real scary.
Oh, I'm not a fan of goblins. They came in. They try to mess with us sometimes, and I don't like it. You know, I don't like killing, and they make me kill them, and I'm just why you got to do this to me? You know?
Lear almost died, but
Almost
he
died.
conquered and saved himself.
Oh, you almost died. What got you? Did the goblins almost get you?
Giant walrus.
Where you fighting a walrus at?
Bunyip.
Oh, a bunyip. Okay, a bunyip makes more sense. Yeah, okay. I can see a bunyip.
It's a walrus.
I just didn't know where you'd find just a walrus hanging out this far south.
On the beach.
It did look a lot like a walrus, to be fair.
They do. I'll give you that. They do look like a lot like a walrus. Understandable mistake. The bread smells like bananas. Just,
This bread is like magic. How do you do this?
it's like
You said there's no bananas in it.
we don't have a single banana. It's a special mix of spices I got.
lady, you are magical.
And I just happily eat the bread and just keep eating it.
Eventually, I guess when we finish up our meals, I would go up to him like, so we're trying to get rid of this sword.
She takes it from you and like spins it around a little bit. Pretty well balanced. Where'd you find this?
I honestly don't remember. It's been a busy week.
Fair enough. It's magical, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's way too well balanced to not be. What you just trying to sell it? Trying to offload it?
We're trying to offload it, yeah.
All right. I mean, I know a guy. It's probably gonna fetch you about 1,200.
Oh.
Yeah. Normally it'd be 1,000, but you know, we can get you the good deals.
1,200 sounds good.
All right. Everybody else okay with that? She's looking around Lurley and Arca. You guys okay?
Indeed. It seems quite bad to me.
I'm totally fine with this, to
Oh.
be perfectly honest.
Okay. Well, I can front you half of the money now and get you half of the money when I get the rest of it from selling it. Is that okay too? Because I don't have all of it sitting with me.
That is more than I could ask for.
Seems
Great.
quite generous.
Okay. She takes it. I'll take this with me, and then I'll go get you your money real quick. You guys, you eat. Do you need anything else? She walks over to you, okay. Do you need anything else? You look like you're still hungry. You know you could eat. It's just you could keep eating. You need anything else?
I'll make another loaf of that bread.
He's like, okay, I will bring you a loaf when I come back. Miss Lurley, do you need anything as well?
I would love some more of this bread as well. It is amazing.
Okay, I'll get you. I'll get you some more, and then I'll get you some for the go too. Okay, I'll get everybody a plate.
Valia, she's wonderful. Why did you not introduce us sooner?
You know, we've been busy.
She's like,
Well, that is...
sorry, Lurley, you go.
No, I was just saying it's true. You're good. Go.
Oh, okay. But Leah, can you come talk to me for just a second? You can give you your money.
I'll be right back, guys.
And she's walking. Your friends are wonderful. I like them so much. And she gets inside, puts the thing down, and says, "Could you shut the door for me, please?" And it's like the door is like the little tent flaps that like stick together. Dunk. I assume you close it.
Yeah, I close it.
He's like, "Oh, by the way, I am so sorry that he didn't get there sooner to break that asshole's legs. I am so sorry. We tried.
It's okay.
There was a mix-up. Somebody didn't tell somebody. If you need it done, we can get it done next time. It won't happen again. We'll bust his legs, no problem."
Whoever broke him out, they used invisibility or teleportation. It was
Just damn
It was
magic
differently.
uses. I hate it. It's so it's just the only magic you should have is the magic weapons you got, you know. And then she's like, she puts it down. It's like she gives you the gold. It's like, here, if you know you can call anytime you need it. Just send a message. We got you.
anytime. I know. Thank you so much.
She leans and gives you a little hug. It's like, your friends really are wonderful. They're great. They're great. I'm gonna bring the bread out.
Get back out of there.
I'm just tapping my feet to the music and kind of chomping my bread.
This is quite a lively place. I do like it here.
I'm just gonna get the music going again. For some reason, it stopped.
Ooh.
Okay. What was that? Yeah, the money she brings the food out for you, and yes, there is a place that you could hide it if you wanted. You could slip it in there if you were gonna be stealthy about it.
Okay.
She brings the bread out. Here you go. We're gonna get you some nice bowls. They actually seal up nice. It'll keep it warm for a couple hours. Actually, it's very nice, very interesting. You know, Gary, he was over there. He made these. He's doing some work on them. It's very nice.
Is it magic?
Oh no, it's not magic at all. It's the way he makes it. It has like a layer and then another layer so that the heat doesn't get out. Not magic at all. Just really good craftsmanship.
Quite intuitive.
I don't really fully understand how it works. Something about an air gap or something. I don't know. But it's very nice.
Is it genius?
And she brings over a big boy bowl to you, Craig, with the lid on top. For the next 24 hours, everybody's going to have a +2 morale bonus to your attack rolls and saving throws from the food that you just ate.
Some good food.
It is damn good food. You alright, Craig? What was that? You cut off. You didn't push your button soon enough.
Jeez. This is damn fine grub you make here.
I've had a lot of practice. There's I didn't mention it, but there are a lot of people in this camp. Like a lot. You've noticed like a dozen different kids running around. Probably somewhere 36, 40 people you've already seen just going by. Just coming and going. Like this is a big camp actually. Like very big.
You know all these people?
No,
No. I thought they were your family.
there's a lot of people. I know most of them. I don't know any of these kids. Who the hell's kids are these?
Oh, don't worry about it. The ones from up, the one down south. You know that oh God, what was their name? I have their name written down. I have the whole Verizon thing. The Skindalos. No, the Skindalo family from down south. They came up here too. They're heading up north, so we're just meeting. We're hanging out together.
If they're heading north, they should be very careful. The goblins are possibly mobilizing.
Or I'll tell them. They'll go back. I'll tell them to go back south and go around the other way.
That's safe.
Thanks for the heads up. I mean, you know they probably kill him anyway, but you know, they don't mess around like that. All right. Do you guys need anything? You gonna stay here tonight? Keep in mind it's only about 2 in the afternoon. She's already asking you if you're gonna stay there.
We have some business we need to take care of.
But I'm sure we'll see you again soon. How could I stay away from this bread? It's amazing.
Well, that's no. I'm glad you love it. I've been working so hard on that recipe. I love banana bread, but we did go without bananas for so long. Because they only grows in the south, you know? It's so hard. So I had to come up with this other recipe.
My dear, you have perfected it. You are a master of your craft.
I don't think it's perfect yet, but I appreciate it nonetheless. And what else were you guys wanting to do? I'm sorry.
After we ate and everything and got to know his family more, we were going to go back to the Rusty Dragon and see if we can find
Okay,
Aldrin.
that's right. I was having a brain fart. That was my bad. Were you going to say something? Is anybody wanting to say something to the wonderful old Biana?
Madame, it was a pleasure to meet you and enjoy all this, my friend. I wish we could stay longer, but we have some very pressing issues to address, and most of it has to revolve around the safety of this town.
Oh, well, I understand. If you want to eat some more, we're going to be here for another 2-3 weeks, and then we're going to head back down south. I'm hoping we get further down south to get some bananas. Then I can make my real banana bread. You think this fake banana bread's good? You got to try my real banana bread someday. I'll try to save some for you. You wouldn't believe it.
I look forward to the experience.
If we're heading south, we would definitely pay you a visit. Where will you be at? Where will you be staying?
Oh, when we head down south, we stay all over the place. It's a little more risky heading down south, so we try not to stay in the same place. Don't worry, but if Balir's with you, he knows how to find the camp.
Not hard. Just
resourceful, that one.
No, we are so proud of him. He's come so far.
he's rich too.
Well, now he is. Yes, that's right.
I just kind of look at Belir like that teenage kid whose parents praising them, like, like yeah.
Yeah, it's good to come home.
So you'll both always be welcome here. You're helping take care of my Belir when he's out. You're saving him. You can come here anytime you want. Now you are welcome to come eat with us. Okay?
My lady, I thank you. Shall we be off?
You have a nice day, you guys. Come back, okay?
That's fine.
Sorry, Lurley.
No, you're good. I was just saying that when we come back, I want to go to like where the musicians are and learn some of their rhythms and beats and patterns.
Okay. I'm good with that.
Working that craft.
Okay. So the Rusty Dragon. When you first walk in, I guess it's like about 2:30, 3 in the afternoon. You hung around, talked a little bit more, and it's not super busy. They'll generally pick up around 5. You guys know that. That's when everybody starts being done with work, coming home to drink. Amiko is behind the counter. She is almost completely, fully healed at this point. It's only been, I think, 72 hours since she was beat up, but she's already like there's like a little hint of a bruise around her eye, but that's it. I got it. You're good. You're gonna get an earful as soon as you come back.
Sure.
She's gonna be so upset with you.
You look like you're feeling much better, Amiko.
Oh, yeah, I am doing so much better. Thank you guys again. Were you able to catch Suto?
We almost died.
Oh,
Almost
And
died.
sadly, he got away.
I'm sorry you almost died on catching my brother. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
That did it. It was this big magical walrus called a bunyip.
Suto was working with a walrus?
He's working with goblins that apparently have some sort of guardian beast that we encountered after unwittingly alerting an entire fortress full of goblins and thistletop.
But don't be alarmed. We're going to take care of that.
I was about to say, the whole Thistletop, we heard that it was like almost indie.
Oh, that's
Oh, no.
complete crock
You
shit.
heard quite wrong.
She's like, oh my. Alright. Well, like I
But
said.
keep your weapons handy, just in case.
Oh, I do from now on. And she like pulls up part like her belt there, and there's like a clear dagger going on the side. It's like I keep a weapon on me all the time now. Ain't letting that happen again. Fool me
Very
once.
prudent of you.
I show her my dagger on my hip.
Arkrag, you were looking for Foxglove, right?
Yes, we were searching for Foxglove.
He is in the corner, sitting with Vi. Actually, they're just sitting at a table. He looks.
You two lovebirds are.
He looks dejected, and Vi is sitting there, just looking at a drink that she's holding. Doesn't even look like she's drinking. She's like, they look very sad.
What's wrong with you two? Last time y'all were all giddy, dancy, lovey-dovey.
Yeah, he takes a drink and he's like, yeah, I'm sorry about being so weird last time. It was a bad day for me, and it was kind of just, running on adrenaline and excess, all that crap. It's not a good day. I went up to Magnamar trying to make that business deal, and thanks to the goblin attack, they don't think that it is an appropriate use of funds to build a place in a high-risk area, so that business deal is shocked. So I'm just kind of hanging around today.
Well, perhaps some music would cheer you up.
And I sit down and start pulling out my stuff, gonna play. I've got my little bongos and my little oh gosh, I just forgot the name of them. The little chime things. I'll look it up because I don't want to say the name wrong. It's an actual
Finger symbol?
instrument. No, it's an actual
Uh-oh.
musical instrument used by the Indonesian culture, and I've forgotten the name, like a dodo. So it's okay.
We're doing this
Doing what?
You're playing. You wanted to cheer them up with some music.
Well, just in general, I tend to do it. After all, I do need to practice.
I mean, I can afford some practice as well.
I just kind of perch and start pattering out a rhythm.
Okay.
I don't have any sound effects loaded, and my computer's being derpy. I'm terrified to try to do so. So
Yeah, I tried playing music for you, and it just broke everything.
Oh,
Craig is going to kind of try to get into the beat a little bit.
All right, get into the beat.
He's going to try to sing a little bit of Absalomium death metal.
All right, give us a roll here. I want rolls for both of you. Do you want to actually try singing it, or are you just going to let the roll speak for itself?
I would-
I'm not trying to
I
sing
would
it.
like to have my token because I've put a lot of my rolls.
You should be
attached to my
able.
token.
You should be able to see it.
Nope, now I can. I couldn't see it before. Thank
I drug it up. There you go.
you. Thank you. That PC could not come soon enough.
And you notice that he's singing in a Gnomish language. You know what Gnomish language is?
The beat is pretty standard. It's a decent hook to it, as our crag wraps his metal over the top of it. Put him in a pot.
Would I
Make it
recognize
hot.
it being gnomish?
Do you know Gnomish?
I don't like know to understand it, but I feel quite certain that with the path that I traveled to get here, that I'd have come across.
You can roll
gnomes to
linguistics.
recognize the language.
You can roll linguistics,
Okay,
see if
let
you
me do
recognize
that.
it. Put him in a pot, make it hot, and chop him.
damn song.
He's just singing Meat Cleaver in Gnomish.
Over and over and over again.
Linguistics. I mean, I guess you'd recognize it as not goblinoid. I can tell you that it is not something that a goblin speaks. But you don't recognize it as specifically Gnomish. But Lear, if you'd like to roll linguistics, I'm pretty sure as a Verizian you've probably encountered a gnome at some point, right?
Yeah, it's alright though.
Okay.
Really would chalk up his information in her mind, just like his age statement earlier and his other things.
Yep.
Because she doesn't trust people.
Okay. Fox loves kind of getting into it. Vi is not getting into it at all and actually stands up and goes up to her room without saying anything.
Just like, stop and watch her a second. What's wrong with her? Still beating my head to the beat.
As I'm banging along, I just kind of go,
You may need to get some help for her. It seems to have affected her much more than we thought. Although we don't know her very well, this could be how she just is.
Foxglove, did you say something to upset her?
No. She came and sat down, and I sat down with her, tried to talk to her a little bit, and she just kind of sat there.
Most disturbing.
My hunting offer still stands. I'd rather not go hunting at the moment, honestly. Craig, I know you like Thessalonian stuff, right?
Of course.
And you guys are talking about Lurley and Belir. You said you'd rather do a nature walk than a hunt. There's this old place to the southeast. It's like a watchtower or something. I believe it's ancient Thessalonian. We go look at it. Just go on a walk together.
Yeah.
Just get some air.
That would be enjoyable and save the hunt for when Vi's spirits are more raised.
I was hoping she'd come along too. I'd like to leave in the morning if you guys would be all right with that. Maybe it would get her out of her rut to get out.
Sounds splendid to me.
All right. I'll have horses for you guys and everything. I mean, I guess. Craig, I don't think you can ride a horse, can you?
Do you have a very large horse?
I could probably find one. I'll see if I can find something. How much do you weigh about?
I'm only about 450 pounds light.
I'll see if I can find a horse that would hold a 450-pound rider. Pretty sure there's got to be at least one. They're good at carrying lots of stuff.
A wagon.
Yeah, we'll get a wagon or something if nothing else.
Always wanted to ride a chariot.
Really burly guy
That
with a
would be-
rickshaw.
Oh my gosh.
I might actually know somebody that has a chariot.
That would be quite a vision. A bugbear in a chariot.
I'm gonna go see if he has it, just for the view alone. You guys want to leave in the morning, Dawn?
Sounds good to me.
I gotta go talk to a man about a chariot. I'll be back. What was that, Lurley? What was that, Lurley?
I'm dying of laughter, sorry. That's good.
Must be good.
What did he say? I actually want to end it here. It's almost 10:30, and I know you guys got shit to do in the morning. John looks like he's about to fall asleep.
I am about to fall asleep.
Oh.
It's okay though.
I know it was super RP heavy with literally nothing happening, but we actually dealt with. I know we dealt with some stuff that I wanted to deal with that actually is more relevant to what's going to be happening in the future than you think. Probably in like 2 months, it'll make sense on what the hell just happened tonight, but you'll see. And so there was some cool stuff that happened. We finally got to talk to Foxglove. You'll be able to hang around and wait long enough for backup now because you got an excuse, got something to do before you go out and attack them again. And hopefully Vi will be back next week and we can sort out our technical problems.
Everything will be golden. Everything will be golden.
Everything perfect from here on out. Calling it. Gonna be flawless. No issues, no errors, nothing. Anybody got anything to say?
I was gonna say that before the day was over, I wanted to go talk to Father Xantus and thank him for his help.
Okay. I want to do that first thing when we start. Because he actually probably has something relevant. And Zoe just woke up screaming in the background. I don't know if you can hear that.
Fair enough.
Well,
Session
for
0.
those who don't know, I just wanted to go ahead and say that probably in the next 2 weeks, we should be able to start the Tomb of Annihilation stream, which if all goes to plan, it will take place on Tuesdays, relatively the same time as we are now. 7 o'clock preferably, 7:30, as long as technical issues don't bog us down like they did. We will be having a session 0 for Tomb of Annihilation for the first session, just to flesh out characters and kind of get an idea of what the players are kind of looking to do, backgrounds and stuff such as that, just so we have a good way to work these characters into the story.
Okay. Anybody else got anything?
Go get Zoe.
Alrighty. Thanks for being here, everybody. Thanks for watching. We got affiliate. So once that,
we just ain't registered yet. That's all.
yeah, once we register, we'll have the subscribe button so you can, subscribe or whatever. Thanks for being here, everybody. Nighty night. Tell them good night.
Couldn't do it without you.
Night.